Okay, as we made before, this is the result of the Substance Painter. It means we add the displacement on the model and apply the subdivision on the model, and this is the result, as you can see. And now I have another version of this model with different UV, different topology, and it's completely different. So let's check the UV before doing anything. So this is the UV sheet for the model that we use in Substance Painter. It's okay, it's not bad at all, but the main problem is we have so many space empty, and we should consider that in this UV sheet we are killing pixel for empty spaces. So it's not good for optimizing and optimization of the project and the process. So we need to cut this long UV island and repack again to fill up these spaces. But the main problem is if we do that, all the process, all the material creation steps that we take before in the Substance Painter, they are not usable at all if we change the UV. Okay, so this is one problem that we have, and the second one is the topology. Okay, it's so heavy, for example, for using in a real-time engine. So I consider these two problems and make another version of the model. And as you can see, the UV space is filled up and the topology it's so much reasonable. And for the handle section, I just use projection to give a basic shape and basic form of the final result in Substance Painter. So this is the model that we are going to use for baking and transfer data from the Painter result to the low poly version. So let's go back to the marmoset and do the step, and after that we are going to check these steps in Unreal Engine. Okay, let's create a bake project. This NordicAxe is my high poly model, and I need to load my low poly model here. Okay, and now let's go to the bake setting. We need to define a path for the bake output. Okay, I already do that. Let's increase the sampling to 64x, and let's put the texture size to 4K. Okay, and now let's go to the configure map, and in here I'm going to check albedo, but we have metal right in the surface, so we need to check albedo metal, roughness, metalness, emissive, yeah, and in here I just need ambient occlusion and normal, and that's it. Okay, so let's check that, and let's bake and see what happened. Okay, let's load the textures that we bake. NordicAxe baked, and let's load roughness, albedo, okay, normal, and press Y, and metalness. Let's load emissive and occlusion here. Okay, this is my AO and this is my emissive. So let's apply this material to the model, and boom, as you can see we have this version. So let's load the high poly model. Okay, as you can see there is no difference between the high poly version and low poly version at all. So this is the high poly and this is the low poly. So everything can transfer from high poly version that we create in Substance Painter to low poly version that we create after that. And the UV is totally different. If you check this albedo texture that we create and we get it from Substance Painter, and this is albedo that we create in Marmoset Toolbag after baking the data. So the UV is totally different, but the result is the same. So we can keep the process with this technique. And it's not a necessary step. I just want to show you this step to give you a vision and a scope for a further step after Substance Painter. So let's test this in Unreal Engine and see what happened over there. Okay, and now we import the model that we create after material creation process in Substance Painter and bake and transfer all the data from that result to the low poly model and import it to Unreal Engine and create the material, a very basic material. And as you can see, we have a very good result here in Unreal Engine. So the workflow, the process is very clean. You can do it. Okay, this is the end of the process for this project. Be creative and stay with us.